Salam, everybody. This is Investor Sheikh back at it again with another video. And today's halal stock pick of the week is MP Materials, ticker symbol MP. Stock price is at $37.56. It is Sharia compliant on Zoya. And the key stats are it has a $6.4 billion market cap, no dividend. The 52-week low is $9.89 and the high is $51.77. And they do not have a PE ratio or earnings per share. Now, MP Materials is a rare earth mining company, meaning that they are mining and processing rare earth metals that are necessary for a wide range of uses. So a description of the company is MP Materials Corp is the largest producer of rare earth materials in the Western Hemisphere. With over 270 employees, the company owns and operates Mountain Pass, an iconic American industrial asset, which is the only rare earth mining and processing site of scale in the Western Hemisphere, and currently produces approximately 15% of global rare earth content. Separated rare earth elements are critical inputs for the magnets that enable the mobility of electric vehicles, drones, defense systems, wind turbines, robotics, and many other high-growth advanced technologies. MP Materials' integrated operations at Mountain Pass uniquely combine low production costs with best-in-class environmental standards, thereby restoring American leadership to a critical industry with a strong commitment to sustainability. But with that description alone, this really shows how promising this company is in supplying many companies with the needed rare earth metals. All of these. Electric vehicles use rare earth metals. Smartphones use rare earth metals. So this really shows how important it is. So let's take a look at the halal screening of this stock. So right now I'm on muslimexchange.com. They say that it passes the business screen for MP. And for the financials, it passes based on the Indonesian standards. So the debt to assets is 6.59% and the debt to market cap ratio is 2.52%, which is really good. And the interest income is 0.12%, so practically negligible, as it's way below the 5% threshold. So that's good to know. So let's take a look at the MP Materials website. So I'm on the What We Do page, just displaying what this company does. So the first question that pops up is, what are rare earth elements? If you don't know what rare earth elements are, then you probably should be investing in this company. Rare earths are fundamental building blocks of the modern economy, enabling trillions of dollars in global GDP via a wide range of clean energy, information technology, defense, and industrial applications. Mountain Pass is one of the richest deposits of rare earth elements in the world. Today, MP produces a concentrate that contains about 15% of the rare earth content consumed annually. By 2022, we will produce high-purity separated neodymium and praseodymium oxide, lanthanum, and cerium oxides and carbonates. So as you know, those elements are rare earth metals that are key for the production of many components needed in advanced technologies. As you know, these metals are used to create magnets, which are an important component to a lot of these applications: robotics, cars, phones, etc. Rare earths are a series of chemical elements found in the Earth's crust that are vital to many modern technologies. Extensive processing is required to separate rare earth elements from mined ore. While the elements themselves aren't rare, ore bodies containing sufficient concentrations to make processing economically viable are exceedingly rare. Let's keep going down here. So these are the metals: SEG+, Neodymium, and Praseodymium. So for SEG, they're focusing more on EV motors, medical devices, and lasers. Neodymium and Praseodymium are used for EV motors, mobile devices, and wind turbines. Cerium is used for automotive catalysts, glass polishing, LED lighting. Lanthanum, rechargeable batteries, night vision goggles, camera and telescopic lenses. And these are the rare earth elements in the periodic table for your reference. So this just shows you that these elements are very crucial for the applications that are necessary in modernizing our world. And they are essentially the pickaxe to the gold rush. And by gold rush, I mean the tech boom that we're going to see decades down the line. Because innovation is at its best right now. The technology is rapidly evolving due to this increased innovation that we are experiencing right now. And this company is really important to make that innovation a reality, because we need to supply these companies with the needed metals for whatever they're going to be building. And all this entire operation is taking place in one location, the Mountain Pass mining area. Now I know there's some gold mining companies like Barrick Gold and Kinross Gold that have operations all over the world. But MP Materials is solely focused on the Mountain Pass area, which is where they're going to get all of the rare earth metals. So let's go back to the stock price. So it's at $37.56, and earlier I mentioned that the 52-week low was $9.89. The reason being is that this company started off as a SPAC. Now, if you don't know what a SPAC is a blank check company that will merge with another company. And that's an alternative to an IPO. And 2020 was a crazy year. There were so many SPACs. But very few SPACs actually succeed once they complete the merger. A lot of them have been duds. Examples are Hyliion, Multiplan. Those SPACs were not successful after the merger. But MP could very well be the exception. The year it has seen amazing growth, 275%, because it started off at $10. All SPACs start off at around $10 a share. Then once the merger happens, if the company's good, they're going to go up. If not good, they're going to go down. But MP has been one of the most promising SPACs that we've seen so far. And it does have a $6.4 billion market cap. But when you take a look at who this company is working for, who they are supplying to, makes you think, are they going to be worth more than $6.4 billion in the future once these companies develop a demand for rare earth metals, particularly from Mountain Pass? And let's dive deeper into the financials here. So as you see, year after year, we've seen the revenue increase. That is really good. Another issue is the negative earnings that we're seeing. Well, oops, let me just go back. Let's look at the quarterly. So quarterly, we're seeing quarter after quarter, we're seeing an increase with a significant boost in revenue for Q1 of 2021, which is really good for MP Materials. All right, let's look at the analysts and what they have to say. So right now, it's a buy, according to the analysts, with price targets as high as $50 a share and as low as $31. Although if it does go down to $31 or below, I wouldn't mind buying more shares of MP. So yeah, so far it is doing really good. I think this is the most promising SPAC out of them all. So the thing about rare earth mining is that China mines the majority of the rare earth in the world. So what would really make MP Materials successful is if companies solely use the rare earth elements mined by MP as opposed to the ones from the Chinese miners. If that were to happen, that could very well be a catalyst that could send this stock flying. Especially if you want to make everything in America. Especially if you want American companies to use elements, rare earth elements mined in America. That could very well be successful for MP. Now, as always, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do not buy this stock simply because I'm talking about it and because of the fact that I'm bullish on this stock. Please do your research on MP Materials and the rare earth industry. Like I said, this is very promising for much of the technology that we are developing in this nation. So this is a stock that's worthy of a look. This is Investor Sheikh checking out.